Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Newsome with Real Life Trading. I'm actually here in the trading room right now. Today was a little bit of a slow day and I just asked some of my traders, I was like, hey guys, you want me to go ahead and do the stock review? And Brad Golson gave me the thumbs up. That's really all I needed. So we got 5 minutes left until I dip out. I usually, Mondays and Fridays, I am in the morning trading room from 9 a.m. Eastern until 2 p.m. Eastern. And I take a little bit of a lunch break in the middle. And today I had some steak and vegetables. Going down to Atlanta this weekend for a fantasy football draft. I've never done that before, but I got 7 or 8 really good friends, college buddies who live in Atlanta, and they want me to come down, so I'm going to come down there. And then Sunday, flying from Atlanta to New York City. Going to stay in New York City till Thursday, and then flying back from New York City to Nashville Thursday morning. So hopefully get to see some of you guys. I know about 6 or 7 of you have already RSVP'd for the meetup on Tuesday at 7 at the Smiths in Midtown. So that'll be really exciting. Let's talk markets really quick. And here's what's beautiful. Today is honestly the exact candle I wanted at the exact place. I could not have written a better script. Shakespeare himself would have had a hard time writing a better script for what I would like to see on today's day. So yesterday I was mentioning in the afternoon trading floor, which is 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's really dedicated just for my swing traders. But I was mentioning if we gap down just a little, we'll probably end with a small candle as we're battling this 10 exponential. I mentioned if we gapped up big, which I did not expect, but if we did, I would short. And if we gapped down below the low of yesterday, I would have shorted. But small little gap down, perfect. I mean, really at this point, we're almost a perfect doji on the DIA. Obviously, this is subject to change due to volatility because the market's still open. But right now, we opened at 165.72. And as we speak, we're at 165.78. So this is a really good doji. And my thought is this is forming kind of an evening star reversal pattern on the 10 EMA. If we gap up on Monday morning, so specifically if we open above 166.65, I'm going to be slightly bullish up until this little pink circle, which is where I will look to short again. I don't think we do that. It's definitely a possibility. We could gap down a little bit and trade higher and do something like that. And again, same situation. I'd look to short the DIA up around 170, 150, 172 because, guys, that's a phenomenal, phenomenal thing that we've retraced as far as we have. And I'm not saying that we can't go any higher. I will be a little upset if I miss out on this. If we just V-bottom and make it all the way back up to the high without any pullback. But if that does occur, which it very well could, I'm just going to throw that out there, I will be looking to short again at the high because I know even if it is a one-day sell-off of 1%, I know for a fact that everyone who was really, really terrified during the sell-off last 2 or 3 weeks who did not get out, there's a vast majority of them who have really a big fear factor right now hanging over their shoulders. They're a little afraid of what might go on, and they're probably going to start cashing out 401ks, IRAs at that high. And then what could happen again, theoretically, is we could break through that resistance, something like this. We could start making some higher highs. People then get really upset. They're like, oh, this was just a nice correction. And then, we get parabolically bullish. People start hopping on bullish at that point, potentially. And then that's what could cause that parabolic bullish market that I've been looking for. When I say parabolic bullish market, I just mean that move that's so steep, something like this, that people start panicking about missing it, and then we can get the really, really big move. Now, granted, it could just simply, go up like this, make a little bit of a higher high, and then roll over, and we form like a massive, massive head and shoulders. Again, that's really, really speculation at this point. But if you're looking at this from a weekly level, I mean, if we got something like this, that'd be pretty interesting. But if this is a shoulder and this is a head and we do that shoulder, again, I really don't think that's going to play out that way. I kind of think more like this is what's kind of going on. But, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it plays out. So bottom line, folks, I think Monday is going to be really easy. I'll be super, super pumped to finally Monday and Wednesday be able to say the words live from New York on our stock market updates and the trading floor. But anyway, it's going to be a perfect doji. Play it like a perfect doji. Whatever way it breaks, short term, it could be a pretty quick move. So if it's bearish, granted, we could make it all the way back down to here. Don't think that happens, but we definitely could have a 4 or 5% sell-off on the markets if we really start rolling over, because this is the level that everyone's watching. SPY, same thing, almost perfect doji. Whatever direction it breaks is probably the shorter term direction that moves. The Qs, already had an analysis on the Qs to short this pullback at this resistance level. So there's the old resistance, support, 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 resistance. Let it trade up, short the pullback, and buy some protective calls or have a stop. If you're watching this while the market's open and you want to consider that plan, I mean, again, this is 1R, right? That's how much you're risking anytime you get into a trade, one risk unit. Know your risk before you get into any trade so that way you could at least understand and have a little bit more of a cool, calm, and collected mind and heart and soul. It's a little deep, but you go in knowing your risk, and that helps a lot with your trading plan. So that's 1R of risk. Potential reward, I mean, just for a soft rollover, that would be the lowest expectation, is a 1 to 2. If it rolls over even farther, obviously the rewards are even better. So Apple, getting got about 10 text messages a day about, am I going to short Apple yet? And it is at the 20 EMA, so let me pull up the exponential moving averages, which is really the only indicator I use often, or just moving averages, just to kind of see where we're at. But this is a perfect 2-day pennant pattern. Volume is very low. I think a lot of people took off for August and just ready for next month. Joe Myers, who I did meet on our real life trading cruise, she lives over in California. I don't know where she read the statistic from, so I'm just going to throw it out what she said, but she mentioned that historically the week leading up to Labor Day is one of the slowest in the markets. I don't know what that'll do for the market, if anything at all. And Jonathan Higgins also said Wednesday, September 2nd, there's going to be a lot of reports coming out. So it'll be interesting to see if if people are expecting it to go slow and it really, really moves. I think some people could really freak out. So it'll be interesting to see how it moves. But anyway, 2-day pennant pattern on Apple. Volume is declining. We're at the 20 EMA. A nice little gap down, a bearish candle, a lower low and a lower high on Apple, folks. And I am going to be bearish. If we trade up higher, this is an intraday limit sell, meaning I'm expecting it to trade up higher, sell it short, place the stop. That's my risk, and those are some potential rewards if Apple does roll over. Again, just throwing this little idea out there. Looks like a head and shoulders pattern on Apple. There's your neckline, so we could get a retest. But guys, with this size candle and this volume, there's usually a little bit of a retracement that comes from that. But that could be as low as we go. Okay, just keep that in mind. On a lot of stocks, that could be the pullback that we get. We could still get something like this and something like that. That's fine. I don't know if we're going to break that low. And if we do, I would say don't get embarrassed if we break that low. So let's say this happens. Okay, the market at that point would already have moved, have been very, very extended. You'd be closing below the low. Don't get embarrassed there, because then the move had already happened. Right? Get in on the retest and then see if it can play out. I don't think that happens, but we're going to prepare ourselves for anything. In the markets, it's always a good idea. Always have 5 or 6 different backup plans. Here's Alibaba. Alibaba, perfect evening star reversal, and this is a live official swing trade for me and for us. Very similar to this, right? Black candle gaps down into a white candle. White candle trades up into the moving averages, gets an evening star reversal, and rolls over. Black candle gaps down into a white candle. White candle trades up into the moving averages, gets an evening star reversal, and I don't know what else it's going to do from here. So this is an evening star reversal on the 10 yesterday, which is very rare, but was a perfect doji. I like the doji. I mean, perfect, to the penny perfect. So as of right now, the low of today is 70.02. Hold on, I don't think that's correct. 69.33, I'm sorry. 69.33 is the low of today. Here's the hourly chart on Alibaba. And this is, again, an official swing trade. If we break below 69.26, place the stop at 71.70. That's 1 hour of risk, and targets to be down here and down there. Be about 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward ratio on Alibaba. So that's just kind of one that keeping an eye on, seeing what's going to happen. Etsy, believe it or not, this is one of the few stocks I'm actually slightly bullish on, and the only reason is it's bounced off of support 2 or 3 times. So again, if you hop over to a really cool website, if you're getting the email of this video, the summer portfolio link is in this email. If you're a YouTube subscriber and you're not on my email list for a few different reasons, you can hop over to reallifetraining.com, click on that really cool icon right there, and read the summer portfolio. But this Etsy trade setup is in there. Closed right at our trigger yesterday, moving up a little bit today. So we're kind of bullish on Etsy. And the only reason is because we bounced once, twice, 3 times a lady. So it could happen again. All right, buy low, sell high, out of support. some targets up here in these areas, and we'll see how it plays out. So those are just some ideas. I don't want to ramble on too long, but thanks so much, everyone, for watching this Friday real-life stock review. I'll be broadcasting again from New York City Monday and Wednesday of next week. Thanks so much for all of your support, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an amazing month. August had a lot of ups and downs, literally, on all facets. Incredible experience, ladies and gentlemen. September is going to be just as fun, I'm sure. I'll hit you guys up later, and until next time, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. See ya.